The judge from India at the International Court of Justice, Justice Dalveer Bhandari, has voted in favour of new provisional measures that actually order Israel to immediately end military operations in Rafah in southern Gaza and actually open the governorate's border crossing for urgent aid deliveries. Here are the key details for you. In the latest move, the judge from India at the International Court of Justice, Justice Dalveer Bhandari, has voted in favour of new provisional measures that order Israel to immediately end military operations in Rafah in southern Gaza. The top United Nations court has ordered Israel to immediately halt its military operations in Rafah, but stopped short of ordering a full ceasefire.
The court considers that, in conformity with the obligations under the Genocide Convention, Israel must immediately halt its military offensive and any other action in the Rafah governorate which may inflict on the Palestinian group in Gaza conditions of life that could bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part.
While ICJ Judge Dalveer Bhandari's vote was also in favour of opening the governorate's border crossing for urgent aid deliveries. An American, Judge Sarah Cleveland, also voted to end Israel's military operation in Rafah. The court issued the decision by 13 votes in favour, and the only two judges who voted against the ruling were Judge Julia Sebutinde from Uganda and the former Israeli High Court President, Judge Aaron Barak. Meanwhile, back in January as well, Justice Dalveer Bhandari had voted in favour of issuing provisional measures against Israel to prevent genocide against Palestinian people living in the Gaza Strip. The ICJ's new provisional measures came in response to South Africa's request made on the 10th of May that Israel is violating its obligations under the Genocide Convention during the war in Gaza. Israel's military response has to date killed nearly 36,000 Palestinians and caused widespread destruction and a looming famine in the besieged and bombarded Gaza Strip, according to the United Nations. While the ruling by the International Court of Justice is a blow to Israel's international standing, the court does not have a police force to enforce its orders. Criticism of Israel's conduct in the war in Gaza has been growing, particularly on operations in Rafah, and even from its closest ally, the United States. While Israel is unlikely to comply with the order, it will ratchet up the pressure on the increasingly isolated country. Parmeshwar Bava for NDTV.